So starting with Anyada Buena Shana Tova, this book is about the Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. And it features a little girl whose family is Sephardic Jewish, which is their origin is from Spain, early in Spain. And it features words in Ladino, which is the Sephardic Jewish language, much like Yiddish is the Ashkenazic Jewish language. This is the third book from author Sarah Aroesti about Sephardic Jewish traditions, and the other two did really well, so we have high hopes for this one, and it's beautifully illustrated as well. And it also features a QR code on the cover, which will take readers to a music video of the author singing the song Anyada Buena in Ladino. And we've had that on the other books too, and it's done quite well, so we're excited for this one. Next is another board book, Happy Hanukkah. This one is about a family of cats celebrating the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah, which is in mid-December next year. It's a little later this year. Surprisingly, the cats do exactly what Jewish people do on Hanukkah, and they play dreidel, they have latkes, they eat sufganiyot, which are the donuts, and it's just a really cute little story about cats celebrating Hanukkah. More animals celebrating Hanukkah here. This story, The Mouse Who Loved Latkes, is about a mouse who finds himself living in the same space as another family of Jewish cats. And it's a sweet story about finding friendship in odd places while celebrating Hanukkah, and learn a little bit about Jewish tradition from the perspective of the mouse. Next, Shira the Singing Puppy is about a dog who likes to vocalize and sing, and everyone is always telling the dog to be quiet. And then comes the celebration of Havdalah, which is the end of the Jewish Sabbath. And the tradition for that celebration involves a lot of singing, and so the dog is finally invited to sing with the family and enjoy the traditions of Havdalah. The back matter of this book features the blessings and some of the things that are sung on Havdalah for the reader. And it's all in Hebrew, so we're excited to see how this one does. Jason Belongs. This is a story about cantor Jason McKinney, who is a real person, and this is his life journey. He has an African-American father and a Jewish mother, and he was raised fairly religiously and sort of went through a racial and religious identity crisis, and he sort of talks about that in a way that's really accessible for kids. And also demonstrates the power of music. So he's a cantor, is the vocalist in a synagogue, and that's what he does now. And he really found his way to that through both Jewish and African-American spiritual music. Next is Just Say Welcome. This is a story about intercultural friendship and is really a sort of timely representation of the Jewish value of welcoming the stranger. It features a Middle Eastern family. They're Iraqi, but I don't think it actually says that, but you get the impression of the American family that they come to stay with while they're waiting to find their own home, brings in some Middle Eastern cultures, and really teaches children about, what it means to be a friend and what home means to people. Next, Sammy Spider, the latest offering in the prolific Sylvia Rouse series of Sammy Spider books. This is sort of an anthology or a summary of Jewish holidays, and it follows Sammy watching Josh and his family celebrating the Jewish holidays throughout the year. And like every Sammy book, it really talks a lot about the sweet relationship between Sammy and his mother and Josh and his family, and how they sort of celebrate family values throughout the year. Next, Kai and the Golem. This story features a golem, which is a mythical creature from Jewish mythology in the Middle Ages. But really, this book is more about a child's relationship with his grandmother and his struggle with his feelings when she becomes ill and is in the hospital and isn't there to do all the things for him that, and with him that she usually does. It's a really lovely social emotional kind of value story that gives kids strategies for processing these big feelings and sort of normalizes that struggle that kids go through when things aren't going their way. Rembrandt's Blessing. This book is about, it's based on a true story of the very famous painter Rembrandt and his relationship with Rabbi Menashe ben Israel, which actually did happen. They did have a relationship. The story sort of provides a look into Rembrandt's interest in painting biblical stories and in sort of religious subject matter, and he is imagining what the sort of people of Israel look like, and comes to find that his neighbors are actually Jews who can help him both interpret what some of the stories should be and get some of the Hebrew representation accurate in his paintings, but also it gives you sort of a look into what the life of a Jewish family in 1600s Netherlands was like. And it's beautifully illustrated. It's very painterly. And last for me, Lila Tove Grover, which is also last in our series of Sesame Street Jewish board books. It's the 5th in the series, and this one, Lila Tove Grover, means good night, Grover, and we see Grover's sort of nighttime ritual preparation for bed, including some Jewish themes. And this one was written by Joni Sussman, who we all know and love. So that's it for me.